I'm Dr. Jacob Gomez. I am an owner and veterinarian at Cross Street Veterinary Hospital in Tulare, California. I graduated from Western University of Health Sciences in 2018. I'm a general practitioner, but I see things of all shapes and sizes. Only thing I don't work with is horses, but everything from hamsters to cows and in between, that's my thing. Every day is pretty exciting as a small town general practitioner. No 2 days are the same. In terms of what inspires me or drives me, number one would be making a difference. And I feel like my career allows me to do that. Number two would be the business side of things. Weirdly enough, I am fascinated at looking at metrics and markers. And so I really enjoy that about my job. Right now, I'm most excited about building and leading my hospital's team because we do share a very common vision for high quality and compassionate care. As a relatively young practice owner, it's incredibly rewarding to kind of see the culture and the system that I've worked hard to build. Recently, my hospital was selected by BI as one of only 15 in the entire United States to participate in a leadership program. And that's designed to help me become a stronger and better leader. And so I know that's going to help me take the hospital to the next level. But overall, I'm just excited about kind of the future of veterinary medicine. It's constantly changing and evolving, and it keeps up with the tradition of continuously learning to make us better people. My career path started probably like many others. Obviously, I had a love for animal, but early on, probably in around middle school, I kind of had a fascination with medicine. Ironically, I actually wanted to be a pediatrician before I ended up applying to vet school. And then one day, I want to say probably around my senior year of high school through some FFA classes, we kind of combined medicine with animals, and that's kind of where my passion took off. At Western specifically, I was really drawn to the problem-based learning model just because of the emphasis with teamwork and communication. I don't really thrive in the lecture type environment, so didactic learning was not my cup of tea, but the hands-on approach that Western provided me kind of really fit my lifestyle perfectly, as well as rotating through all of the unique hospitals. It really opened my eyes with how diverse this profession could become. Practicing in a small town, I think it kind of brings a unique perspective to veterinary medicine, just because you really get to know your community and kind of see firsthand how it impacts people's lives. So for me, a case that really stands out, we had a dog a couple of years ago. It had a pretty nasty tumor. Some would call it inoperable. I'm pretty risky and challenging in cases. And so my team and I decided, let's try it. And so we were able to remove it successfully. And that dog ended up living for another 2 years. But what made it really impactful or special, I guess, would be that years later, my wife and I were out one evening, kind of just having dinner, a normal night. And this woman came up to us crying. She started telling my wife how thankful she was that her dog lived for 2 extra years rather than euthanizing it. And so those moments kind of remind me like why I'm doing what I'm doing. That, yeah, the medicine matters, but it's the impact on the people's lives that kind of stays with me more than anything else. Honestly, I don't think I would. I've gone through some tough steps, some very tough, but each of those kind of shaped me to who I am today. There's definitely been times I've kind of second guessed the practice ownership role, especially just kind of being young in my career. But those risks have all turned out to be some of my most fulfilling decisions so far. Any mistake or setback that I've kind of faced, ultimately, as long as I've made it a learning opportunity, it's changed my mindset and changed me for the better. So I think, as strange as it sounds, I wouldn't change anything. Not entirely. I thought I'd work as an associate for a little bit longer before even considering ownership. And then, given my background, I definitely thought I'd stay more on the farm side of things. That was where my emphasis came, was through being a dairy veterinarian. But kind of quickly early on, I did follow my heart into the small animal side of things, and then jumping into ownership a little bit sooner than what I anticipated. But it's been rewarding. It's been challenging. It's opened up many doors. And so it's allowed me to really grow a lot faster and better than what I anticipated. For any aspiring veterinarians out there, I think if you're passionate about this field, just go for it. But go in with open eyes. It's very challenging. It's incredibly rewarding. Yeah, the financial side can be daunting at times, but to me, the old saying holds true, which is if you do what you love and you love what you do, the money is just going to follow. Even with kind of inevitable challenges, a good day in this career, it doesn't really feel like work at all. It just feels like an extension of kind of who you are. For my Western University current veterinary medicine students, I can't say it enough, really lean into that problem based learning and mindset and embrace the idea that vet school isn't just about what you know and what you learn. It's more about how to find those answers. For me, that mindset, it serves me every day in practice. I also think it's important, take advantage of every opportunity to network, ask questions, and just stay curious. The last thing would be enjoy the ride. You are grinding for 4 tough years with the same group of people. Those relationships are going to become lifelong friendships. I still have a group chat with my closest vet school buddies, and we constantly are sharing medical cases, jokes, jabs when our sports team loses. But that's your support network, and that's invaluable for the rest of your life. My education at Western University really kind of shaped me into the veterinarian that I am today because it really taught me how to think. We never studied bird flu in school. I can promise you, it wasn't one of our cases. It wasn't in PBL. It wasn't something we really even talked about. But our university emphasized problem solving and critical thinking. And more importantly, what Western taught me is how to search for answers and where to look for these answers. And so that mindset's really what guided me, not just through this case, but it's guided me through my entire career to where I am now.